started out about a year and 2 months ago. I went to the Lean 1 in Orlando, came back ready to burst. I had gotten so much information from that class. 2 months after the class, we probably went to, they call it the LeanStock, where we have the carts. We use kind of a Kanban system on those carts. So what we did is we took all the materials out of their toolboxes and off their shelves, and we put it in 2 carts centrally located within the shop. You know, all the materials that they needed, sandpaper, adhesives, you know, roll-lock this, whatever it was on those carts. So, and it was up to them to basically order the stuff.
I came over and sat down with Bill. I said, Bill, let's look at your inventory. Let's go through your shop and let's pull out all the inventory that's sitting in your tech's toolboxes. So he goes, okay, we'll do that. So over in the parts department, Bill has a huge, nice, you know, organized parts room. He has one of everything in there, like the normal A body shop does. So we got this little cart, and we started going through the shop, and we started pulling out all the auto mixes and all the Bondo, and by the time we got down to the last tech, Bill and I looked at each other, that were kind of like, no wonder where your money's going, because we had 31 tubes of auto mix that each technician had, and they were all open. Well, the average cost of auto mix is what, $27? So if you times that by 31 tubes, he had a lot of money invested just in auto mix, not counting all the sandpaper and all the extreme rage and all that stuff we found.
Gathering of the stock from the technicians' carts, toolboxes, areas was just a mind-boggling, to say the least, experience for me. I mean, it just was an eye-opener. Basically, we kind of worked with the vendors what was the proper way to, you know, prep the bumper or, you know, dress a weld or whatever, and from there we decided that, you know, this was the right adhesive, this is the right, you know, abrasive that we needed to have on our carts. You know, it wasn't a matter of that everybody had their choice of, you know, I want to use 80 or I want to use 120 or 150. You know, we decided what was best for the processes that we were doing, and that's the products that we have on the carts. We're probably saving, I would say, 25% in a month over what we were before, because, you know, they're taking the, you know, what they need off of the carts.
We can look at how much their usage is and seeing exactly what products are being used. We don't have one technician using 120, we don't have one using 180, you know, they're all have a standardized inventory.
The other benefit is what we did, we have 2 carts in the body shop, 2 carts in the paint shop, and what we're doing is we can track the material usage to the hours that they're doing, you know, to kind of see where we stack up, you know, as an industry average.
We had a lot of techs that really weren't on board with it at the time. They, oh, I got to walk 10 steps to my cart now instead of having it next to me. And once we implemented it and showed them how streamlined it is, I would say probably about 2 weeks into it, they really grasped it. All the issues went away. Bill's inventory went very lean. I bet you we went probably 3 to 4 weeks without having to buy any auto mix.
When Bill came back from the 5S program, I had my doubts. Cleaning up the shop and getting all of the stuff out of the shop and just seeing the changes in the shop, you never could imagine that it would work.
Then once they got to use the system, they could see the benefit that they were actually in their stall more, actually working on the cars, making money like they were supposed to, instead of walking, you know, all the way up to the front of the parts room.
Now that the shop's clean, and just that alone making that big of a difference, it helps sort out a lot of problems. There's less lost stuff. There's a lot less everything. I mean, it's just nice to have the car there, the product there, all at once.
I guess the light bulb kind of went off in Bill's mind is, you know what, I can make this happen. You know, we have the team, we have the facility, we have a great support staff, which being Sherwin-Williams, to help him through that process.